What kind of work y'all in?
You're never going to have enough information. You're never going to have enough data.
How much does a jet like this cost?
It's 34 million.
I think we're entering into a winter.
이 슈퍼마리오를 닮은 남자의 이름은 노아 카간입니다. 길거리를 돌아다니면서 부자들에게 직업을 물어보는 컨텐츠로 유명해진 미국의 100만 유튜버입니다. 노아는 지금까지 정말 수많은 부자들을 인터뷰했지만 그에게는 아직 이루지 못한 소원이 하나 있습니다. 바로 부자 중에서도 전용기를 타는 찐 부자들을 인터뷰하고 전용기를 얻어 타는 것인데요. 과연 노아는 오늘 자신의 목표를 이룰 수 있을까요? 그리고 전용기를 타는 엄청난 부자들은 어떤 방법으로 돈을 벌었을까요? 노아는 무작정 개인 전용기가 모여있는 오스틴 지역의 한 공항을 찾아갑니다.
Real quick, we're YouTubers trying to do a video about our dream is to get a tour of a private jet. Is there any way you think that's possible? This is our dream for the year. Quick question, do you guys own one of the jets? We're YouTubers, we were trying to see if we could check out one of the jets, like take a photo of it. Miss? So we're trying to find out who these private jet owners are. Are you allowed to talk to us about this?
I actually am not allowed to disclose anything.
Okay, thanks.
거절을 연달아 3번 당하자 이번에는 작전을 바꿔서 로비에서 사람들을 기다려보기로 합니다.
We're in the private lobby. We're just going to basically wait for people to see if we can meet some private jet owners and talk to them.
Excuse me, you guys need to get out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
여기서도 바로 쫓겨났습니다.
All right, well, tried. Do you guys own one of the private jets or are you chartering one of them?
드디어 처음으로 인터뷰에 응해준 사람이 나타났습니다. 운 좋게도 이 남자는 전용기의 오너입니다.
We have a popular YouTube channel to inspire young entrepreneurs. Okay. And so we want to check out jets and then meet, talk to people who own it, to like what they do to help inspire people in their own careers.
노아는 전용기의 주인에게 전용기를 가진 건 도대체 어떤 기분이냐고 물어봅니다.
What's it like to own a private jet, or what's it like to have one?
You know, it saves a phenomenal amount of time, but more important thing is you can get so much more done. I can see 3 times the amount of customers that I could if I was flying commercial. We hit 3 cities a day.
이 남자의 직업은 무엇일까요?
What kind of work y'all in?
Food business,
Food business, like poultry, or
just all kinds of food.
so you guys you sell to like markets and stuff? If someone's starting out in their career, is that something you'd recommend to get in that kind of industry?
Yeah, I mean, I think the food business is pretty bulletproof in terms of economy. I think 3 businesses, money. In other words, there's money in money. High tech.
Yes, sir.
And food business. Those businesses will always survive.
이 남자가 생각하는 가장 안정적인 분야는 돈, 하이테크, 그리고 식품 산업이라고 합니다.
I'm always curious, how much money do I need to make to get my own jet?
A lot.
A lot. Is that like 100 million, 50 million?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. No. But it's not cheap, but it's like a tool.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of an equipment that you manufacture with, right? Does this thing cost you money or does it make money?
Yes, sir.
If you go see enough customers, close enough deals, it'll make money.
Appreciate that.
돈을 돈 자체로 보는 것이 아니라 더 많은 돈과 가치를 불러들이는 도구로 생각하는 것 같네요. 그 다음 인터뷰를 위해 활주로를 둘러보던 중 인상이 좋아 보이는 어르신을 발견했습니다.
What kind of stuff do you do for a living?
A few years ago, retired. Before that, I was an entrepreneur. I've started 3 different businesses.
What were the companies you created?
The first one was called Lone Star Overnight. Started another company called People Admin, a software company.
That's a huge company.
Started another business called School Admin.
현재는 은퇴했지만 조 단위의 가치를 지닌 사업체를 만든 분이라고 합니다. 그럼 이렇게 큰 성공을 거둔 어르신은 젊은 사람들에게 어떤 조언을 해주고 싶을까요?
I gotta ask, what do you recommend for young entrepreneurs?
Gotta just love taking huge risks. I often encourage people to be objective about what your skills are,
Yes, sir.
what the holes in your skills are, and seek out a partner that complements you. And then you just gotta have some tolerance of ambiguity. You're never gonna have enough information. You're never gonna
Yes,
have
sir.
enough data. If you just keep working until you feel like you've got 100% of the data you need to make a decision, you're never gonna make a decision. You're gonna be wrong 30% of the time or something.
At least you're making a call.
Yeah, make a call.
이 어르신은 두려움을 이겨내고 실행하는 것에 대한 중요성을 강조했습니다. 특히 대부분의 사람들이 정보가 부족하다는 이유로 실행을 망설이는 것에 대해 지적하면서 완벽하진 않더라도 결정을 내리는 게 가장 중요하다고 이야기했습니다. 운이 좋게 바로 다음 인터뷰를 따냈습니다. 노아는 아까와 달리 당사자가 아니라 기장님에게 전용기 주인의 직업을 살짝 물어봅니다. 주인의 덩치를 보니까 이해가 가네요.
Do you know why'd you buy a jet?
He made a ton of money last year and decided he needed a big airplane.
Do you know what kind of work he was in, or what kind of stuff he did to make all the money?
He was trading.
How much does a jet like this cost?
It's 34 million.
how is having this like change your lifestyle?
Time machine. Time is energy, and so it's the great multiplier.
Were you always doing trading like all along, or was it something you got into more recently?
No, I was in the Navy as a nuclear engineer, and then I got out and got into finance, and then I wanted to learn about money, and I learned my MBA, and so I learned engineering side of things and the finance side of things.
Yeah.
So got into power marketing. I trade the most volatile markets in the world. They're more volatile than crypto. Electricity is the #1 most volatile market in the world, and they're the most reliably predictable because they follow the laws of physics, which is a conundrum, right? The most predictable and the most volatile.
이 남자는 자신이 가장 잘하는 분야와 관심 있는 분야를 결합해 큰 성과가 날 수 있는 곳에서 돈을 벌었다고 합니다. 그는 평범한 사람들에게 어떤 말을 해주고 싶을까요?
For someone young that aspires to have a jet like this, like what would you recommend to them?
Find a niche and crush it. Deliver more value than anybody else.
And how did you find yours?
Just by trying to solve a problem and help out as much as possible.
그리고 이 쿨한 부자는 노아의 소원인 히치하이킹까지 허락해 줍니다. 그럼 이제 본격적으로 인터뷰를 해보겠습니다.
How much does it cost to run the plane for a year? You were saying.
About $1 million.
노아는 돈에 대한 이 남자의 생각을 물어봅니다.
How do you think about your finances? You said like some of the stuff like crypto hasn't done well. Like how have you thought about your money and spending it, or like doing this kind of trip?
I think of the economy and phases and what cycle I think they're in. I think we're entering into a winter. And I think winter time is when the strongest come out and survive. The more that we take care of each other, the more we can help each other. That's what's truly going to create more value in our society. So I want to be part of the solution. How can I be part of the solution? Get healthy. Why? I just turned 50 years old. Who am I going to be when I turn 60? I can tell you who I'm going to be when I'm 60. I'm going to be a lot more rich. I'm going to be a lot more handsome. I'm going to be a lot more powerful. I'm going to be a lot more connected. I'm going to have a lot more capacity to solve more problems. I'm going to have a bigger plane. I'm going to have more resources. I'm going to employ more people. And I'm going to fix problems. If rich people who fly these planes actually did something with their money, with that mindset, we wouldn't have any problems.
그가 말하는 성공에 대한 핵심을 한마디로 정의하면 문제 해결이라고 말할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 이제 집에 돌아갈 시간입니다. 노아는 오늘 경험을 통해 어떤 걸 느꼈을까요?
We just now are in freezing weather Boston. We got on a guy named James' private jet. It cost around $100,000 for him, more or less, to fly here to pick up one friend. And it's interesting to learn about the rich and how they value their time, what kind of things they do for work. Was it worth all the work? Which you'll have to hear the story to check it out. But to be able to just have that ability as well is such a superpower. What a wild adventure. I think there's just a great lesson in there for anyone, which is just if you have a chance to go on an adventure, always take it.
노아는 오늘 경험을 통해서 부자들이 시간을 얼마나 가치 있게 여기는지, 그리고 새로운 도전에 대한 용기와 태도를 배웠다고 이야기합니다. 시간을 가장 큰 가치로 생각하고 빠르게 실행하고 과정에서 성장해 나가는 것이 사실은 가장 빠르게 성공하는 방법이라는 깨달음도 얻었습니다. 이 영상을 보시는 여러분들 또한 완벽하기 위해 결정을 미루고 실행을 망설이기보다는 옳다고 생각하는 방향으로 우선 실행하고 매일 성장해 나가시길 바랍니다.